Survey mode. Welcome to Pod-1218. This is the 13th episode.
Yes, sir.
That means we're past 3 months of doing this shit.
Yeah.
Which is kind of gas, I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, you're tuning into Pod-1218. This is the show that takes place in Earth 1218. That would be the Earth that is devoid of all superhumans, all superpowers, all like creepy, scary stuff. At least like monster-wise, so It would seem, theoretically. But my name is Matt. That's Sam, and you're in for a doozy. We're talking about Hades, the video game today.
Yeah.
In the latter half, I will offer whatever I'm able to offer for that conversation because currently Sam is the only one who has played that game out of the two of us. I've just seen some of my friends play it, and it seems like a really cool roguelite. I don't know if it's for me. That's the whole thing.
Yeah, we'll definitely get into that, because it's definitely, kind of like you said, like a sort of bullet, almost, where, you know, enemies are coming at you from all different directions, and you really gotta just kind of lock in.
Yeah. I mean, like, I'm all about locking in or whatever, but, like, it seems like, I don't know how to explain it, really. It seems like a lot is going on. Kind of like Megabonk. I don't know if I could ever get into Megabonk, genuinely. Have you seen anything on that game?
I think I saw, like one person play it once?
It's like...
Oh yeah, I've seen this.
Yeah, it looks cool, and it looks really awesome to, like, just watch people play.
Yeah.
My preferred style of roguelike is, like, either deck builders or, like, gambling adjacent, you know, just like that. Because with deck builders, I'm adding to my deck that I already know is working, you know, and stuff like that. But with stuff like Megabonk or Hades, I feel like I'm drowning. It's Subnautica all over again, bro. But yeah, so that's what we got in store for you today. We should probably move on to the news. I feel like there's quite a bit that has happened this past week.
Yeah, I have some on my end.
At least that I've noticed.
Yeah, let's get into it. One of the cool things I noticed, Lego announced a new smart brick. I don't know if you saw that.
I don't know what a smart brick is.
So it's basically this little brick with a super small computer chip in it.
Okay.
And you get these, like, tiles that kind of come with the set. Mm-hmm. And so when the brick is, like, on top of or, like, below the tile, like, it's, like, connected to the tile, it, like, connects through, like, NFC technology or something like that, and it does, like, different effects. So one of the ones I saw was, like a TIE fighter from Star Wars with Luke in it, and whenever you're, like, flying around and moving the actual ship, it starts making noises like a TIE fighter. And
I'm gonna look this up.
There was one, they did, like, Darth Vader, and whenever you, like, moved his lightsaber, it actually made, like, the lightsaber swishing noises and stuff.
Oh.
So they're starting to use this technology to do all kinds of cool, like, more imaginative stuff, where, like, let's say this, I don't know, Lego Smart Brick.
You could genuinely, like, this is innovative.
Yeah.
Like, it brings a whole new, like, feel to Lego for kids.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because, like, back in our days, Sam, I was making the X-Wing or whatever.
Yeah.
The X-Men ship, and then having, like, Wolverine duke it out with Cyclops, you know, and like that, and making my own sound effects. Or, like, the Harry Potter Dumbledore castle. Or Dumbledore. It's
Hogwarts
Castle. I was making my own noises, you know, having the Dementors fight, you know, students.
Mm-hmm.
Like that, like this, especially if they can make it, like, programmable. I feel like this is, like, a step in a really cool direction for, like, programming capabilities as well.
Oh, yeah.
Coming from, like, a IT side of it. This seems like a really cool step in the right direction.
It's super small, too. I'll have to throw a picture up for those watching. It's just the size of a normal Lego brick, so it's like, I don't know, like that big, if anything.
Yeah, and there's a little micro brain in there.
Yeah, and then the tiles that connect to it are literally like that thin, and it's like a
Yeah,
normal.
they're like the 1x0 one, or not 1x1s. That's a 3x3 by
Yeah,
1.
I don't. I haven't like.
It's like a 3x3 by 1 tile with a
I don't
microchip
study
in it.
Lego terminology, so I don't really know. I'm not
So
that proficient in.
when I say that, it's like how many holes it can support,
Okay.
right? So like you could technically plug in 3 tiny, like, imagine studs, right?
Hmm.
Imagine you put a stud in every imaginable spot on the bottom of one of these things. You could fit 9, so it's a 3x3. And since it's a tile, you'd say it's a tile. And since there's no upward, like it doesn't have any pegs on the top of it, you could honestly just go by 3x3 flat or something like that.
Okay.
I don't know the general, like, actual terms. I'm just like breaking it down by like
By what it looks like.
yeah, essentially by like Rubik's cube terms, you know.
Mm.
Of which I have a 4x4 sitting on the side, all scrambled up for if I need to focus on something.
Gotta lock it.
Yeah, I gotta lock in real quick. Excuse me. But yeah, no, this seems really cool, and I kinda want to see what this can do in the future. Especially
Yeah,
if they
it's
could make like a companion like coder app and make like, Lego starter kits for even like just like beginner coding for kids.
yeah,
That could be awesome.
yeah. It's definitely got a lot of potential, and it looks like it's working great, and it looks like a lot of fun.
Let's start a Patreon, and then a part of the Patreon is that it funds our Legos, and then we get Legos and build them on Patreon.
Yeah, yeah.
That would mainly just be for us. It wouldn't be for you guys. Like, you could watch it, but like it would mainly be for my enjoyment. It'll honestly just be me.
Yeah,
Damn, it'll just be me. Same can have like Mega Bricks or whatever they're called.
yeah. Megaopolis or whatnot.
Megalopolis. Are you talking about that movie? Megalopolis.
I saw this. I know it was a meme, but it was this guy's review of it, and it was like, "This sucks so bad. It should be Megacoculus."
Segue.
Segue.
I just got some new books for Christmas from my partner, and I got one called Amygdalatropolis. So when you said Megalopolis or whatever, that's all I could think of. Amygdalatropolis is like a neuro horror, like actual problem inducing book.
Okay.
Because I wanted to read more like genuine, like problematic stuff. Not problematic, but just like has more like mature themes, and not like mature themes as in like, oh, haha, we talk about some like crazy stuff around here. No, I'm talking like I want like that breaks your brain. So I was looking up I looked up the like top 10 books you do not want to read or whatever.
Okay.
And it's just like, okay, I like body horror, so I like anything body horror. I like just like mental so like just like that's probably why I like cosmic horror entities and stuff like that so much, because it's just like that's like the whole thing, the whole deal. I don't know, man. I'm just speaking.
Okay. Nope. Nope. I hear you. I hear you.
Do you kind of understand what I'm talking about?
A little bit. A little bit. Yeah.
As long as you understand, I guess.
No, I'm like following. I'm following. Yeah.
I'm picking up what you're laying down.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, I like stuff that normal people would read and be like, why did I read that?
Yeah. No, that makes sense.
Not like, I also have been collecting like Stephen King books. I actually got like a ton for $20. Very good. I also got Bram Stoker's like Dracula and stuff, like the original. I'm eating good. I love horror literature. I don't know, man. I like it. I like it a lot. Okay, anyways, we could continue.
Yeah. Continuing on, I don't know if you saw, Matt, but there were casting rumors about Sebastian Stan being in the Batman 2.
Yeah, I saw.
I actually heard rumors that he was officially cast, so we'll probably find out soon whether he confirms or
I
denies it.
also heard rumors that he was officially casted, but I don't know. Man.
Yeah, I mean,
It would be
that,
awesome.
yeah. I think he's a great actor. He's supposed to be playing Harvey Dent, which seems like a good role for him. I don't know if you like horror movies, but it's not really a horror movie. I watched it when it first came out. It's on Hulu. It's called Fresh. Sebastian Stan is in it, and he plays a cannibal, basically. Like
Oh.
a Silence of the Lambs. I can't think of his name right now.
Hannibal Lecter?
Hannibal Lecter, yeah. I don't know why that slipped past me, but he's like the smooth Hannibal Lecter kind of like guy that's like he pretends to go on this date with this woman, and obviously she gets trapped and
Yeah,
stuff like that. But
as one does.
yeah, apparently it's labeled as a horror comedy, but
Interesting.
yeah,
That seems more like a thrillery type, like thriller
Yeah.
mystery.
it was like a more of a thriller for sure. But like I said, I watched it when it first came out. I thought it was pretty decent. So
How
if
do you feel about the movie Prisoners? Have you seen that?
I thought that was pretty good.
That is also like a thriller, and I'm like, I get it, but at the same time, like I don't.
Yeah, it can be very intense, I guess.
Yeah,
But I mean, that's kind of the point of it. The point of it is, to be super intense and like willing to push the limit.
Yeah.
And then, eventually you get like some more details and then like the big reveal.
yeah. I mean that's about right. Actually, that movie, very good, very good. I watched that for the first time. What's funny is, my partner actually told me about the movie, and then anytime I bring it up, they're like, "What are you talking about? I never seen that movie." And I'm like, "We watched it together for the first time." I don't even remember that. I don't even remember it, so it actually didn't happen. And I'm like, "Okay, whatever, it's fine, it's cool."
That's isn't Prisoners also a David Fincher movie? Or no, it's Denis Villeneuve.
Yeah, I was gonna say I have no idea. I'm not good with like directors and stuff.
Yeah, this is Denis Villeneuve. Villeneuve, however you say that.
Villeneuve? Prisoners. Where the is the? Where's the? Yeah, Villeneuve. It would seem. And it's rated R. I mean, like I get it. Paul Dano in that movie was awesome.
Yeah.
Too bad.
Too bad.
Too
Too bad people don't like him. Too bad
Too bad
he's the
he's
worst
just
actor in
terrible.
in Hollywood at the moment.
Yeah, too bad that he actually just sucks.
Yeah.
Well, I just wanted your opinion on that movie because I like it, and it kind of reminded me of what we were talking about. So I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, I liked it. I thought it was a good movie. Like I said, it's very intense,
For sure.
but yeah, it's one of those movies that definitely like sticks with you, if that makes sense.
Also, Jake Gyllenhaal in that role was just phenomenal.
Oh yeah.
I don't know what the they're giving him. It's got to be like some sort of drug, and I need it, whatever it is.
Personally, I like Jake Gyllenhaal as an actor too.
Do people not like Jake Gyllenhaal?
The Taylor Swift people don't like Jake Gyllenhaal because apparently he was one of her exes.
The Swifties?
Yeah, but I don't know. I like Jake Gyllenhaal. I think he's a good actor.
Yeah, I mean, just leave it to the Swifties, I guess. Okay, I need to lock in. So, the movie Prisoners. It's about Hugh Jackman and Paul Dano, and they're kissing, but really they're fighting with bricks. What was the original news topic?
Sebastian
Stan?
and
Yeah.
the Batman too.
Okay.
But yeah, super excited about that. We've been hearing a lot of rumors floating around for the Batman 2. So that's going to be pretty cool once it comes out.
Yeah, I'm gonna be seeing that probably opening weekend, along with every other major thing that's happening this year. I'm excited for the Odyssey. Are you excited for the Odyssey?
Maybe.
Maybe is crazy. One of the biggest films of the century.
Yeah, and it's going to be 6 hours long.
Yeah, and I'm here for it. You know why? Because I'm built different, dude.
Matt is officially Matt Damon in the Odyssey.
Why did you tell them that? I'm under an NDA. You can't say that.
Yeah, sorry. Sorry, everyone. Take that back. Matt's under an NBA.
NBA.
Matt's in the NBA.
Okay, now we're talking.
Yeah.
We're officially talking. We're in the talking stage, guys. I'm so close to finishing. I was gonna say, when I was looking up like the Sebastian Stan thing, I was seeing like a bunch of pictures of like all the Two-Faces in all live action media.
Oh yeah.
I didn't know that. Why am I blanking? His daughter just died. She like fell out of a window or something. He's in Men in Black.
Oh, Tommy Lee Jones?
Yes, Tommy Lee Jones. Tommy Lee Jones played Two-Face. I didn't know that. And then, funny enough, I'm a big fan of Supernatural, the show. And apparently Misha Collins, who plays Castiel in Supernatural, plays Harvey Dent Two-Face in Gotham Knights.
Yep.
Which I did not know. And that one looked really cool. Like, obviously, Dark Knight Rises, Harvey Dent is, like, iconic.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, I don't know, just something about how, like, grotesque that one is in Gotham Knights, just like it filled something in me.
Yeah,
it's pretty gruesome. Like, it's not too crazy, but it's definitely not like nothing, you know?
Yeah, no, this is pretty good. This looks like some really good practical effects.
Yeah. Yeah, and Misha Collins also is just like a really good actor, so I really appreciate, you know, stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I really look forward to seeing what like Sebastian Stan can do in that role. It's just a matter of like, I feel like I've only seen him in Marvel, you know what I mean? So I know what he is in Winter Soldier. I just don't know what he is without the Winter Soldier. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. He's got some pretty good roles, actually. I don't know if you might have saw the trailers for it. It's a movie that came out 2 years ago, I guess now. It was The Apprentice, where he actually played Donald Trump.
Really?
Yeah. He does a really good job in that role. Whatever your thoughts are on the movie, you can have them. I'm just saying Sebastian Stan does a really good job in that role.
I mean, you know, it's a biopic. Is it like a parody of a biopic, or is it a genuine biopic?
No, I think it's like a genuine. Well, I don't know if it's like a true set in stone, but it's definitely like a kind of a biopic drama.
Okay.
It really shows his willingness to like go forward in business, and I just say that just as a point because I went to college for business.
Yep, and look, here you are doing a podcast with me while I solve a Rubik's Cube.
Yeah, but yeah, Sebastian Stan was good in that movie. He also played Tommy Lee in the Pam and Tommy little show that happened on Hulu.
Yes, he did. Wasn't Seth Rogen in that as well?
Yep. Seth Rogen was in that.
Always seen clips of that.
Yeah, I haven't watched it fully, but it seems like he did a good job acting in that. The other one I have seen, like I said, besides Fresh, maybe not a lot of them. He had a small role in The Martian. Is that a yellow? That's yellow? What'd you do?
So this is a parody in the 4x4 that can only happen if a select amount of stuff happens, and there's an algorithm to like undo it, and but like I'd rather just re-scramble it and try again. But I was able to get it the full way by doing the other algorithms. It's just this piece needs to be So I'm going to take a break from that so I can focus on this. But, yeah, no, I kind of enjoy it because it just showed that, like, Tommy Lee, or not Tommy Lee Jones. What is the drummer's name? Tommy Lee? Okay, well then. The drummer, Tommy Lee, it just kind of shows, like, how he was still, which is kind of cringe because, like, you know, I like the band.
Yeah.
You know?
I've noticed that recently, especially with the new Chevy Chase biopic documentary that just dropped. I'm noticing there are a lot of celebrities, like people that I like some of their work, but then they end up being like this kind of really bad human.
Yeah.
I don't know how to feel
about
Chevy
Chase though. Heavy on the Chevy Chase. He's terrible. Like, I'm surprised he even did Community. Considering,
I don't think he wanted to. I think he was like forced to with his agent or something.
Considering, you know, I don't know. He doesn't seem like the most like decent human being to be around people that aren't
Yeah.
white. I guess I don't know.
I mean, yeah, and I just like from the stories I've seen in like that little documentary clips, he just
Yeah.
seems like an. I'm just gonna say it. He just seems like an.
Yeah, no, I think it's best to be blunt with it because Chevy Chase in National Lampoon's Christmas and just Family Vacation, goated.
Mm-hmm.
I really like both of those movies. Do I think that they're carried by like nostalgia? Sure. But the whole ordeal is like a guy who can't quite get it right, but he's trying his best, but he's also kind of like a pervert. Practical family movie in that time, you know?
Yeah, at that time.
Just, yeah, at that time, you know? That definitely doesn't happen nowadays ever. But Chevy Chase, same with like Bill Murray. I've heard Bill Murray's a
Could be. I was thinking Steven Seagal. Like
okay.
he
Steven
is.
Seagal, the man who has like how many like isn't he like a he's like a volunteer policeman?
He might be. I don't know, but you know he has some good roles in like some movies, and then it's one of those things you hear later on, like as like someone did something wrong and now they're in, and you're like, oh wait, they are what?
Yeah, now they're in. I always think that that's funny too. It's just like I haven't seen the signs. The signs weren't there, and then it's like you look at their discography or like their credits or whatever, acting credits, and it's just like some of the worst, like just pushing some sort of agenda movie slop, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And you're like, huh, what have they been up to recently? And it's just like some movie called like Tears of Angels, and it's about like one guy saving like essentially it's like a white savior complex movie or something, you know what I
Oh
mean?
yeah.
Like just something like that. And you're like, huh, okay. I guess that's cool. And you just see it goes like straight to home DVD. It's not even in theaters.
Yeah.
You know, just some shit like that. That's usually how you know that like someone's career has fallen off. Or they're on a Office-esque TV show, kind of like Community or Arrested Development or Modern Family, like that. But yeah, no, Chevy Chase, God,
Yeah.
terrible human being. But like a lot of people's first crushes, I've heard, which is odd to me. I don't think he's like the most
It's
handsome man.
it's just because he's got that like charming quality to him.
I don't find many charming when I look at them.
No, I'm just saying it's not about like look, it's about like kind of being, you know, he's upfront and blunt with everything that it makes him seem like he's
Okay.
one of those
Like
guys.
cocky?
What?
Like cocky? Like he's
Yeah,
cocky?
like he like a kind of I don't want to say like smooth or charm, but like in a like a charming, cocky kind of way.
Yeah, he's got some sort of charisma.
Mm-hmm.
I just think it's funny though. That's mainly the main takeaway. It's just kind of funny that people have that sort of like ideal where they're like, I didn't know that this person was bad. I'm like, look at how they treat people, man. I don't know. Like, listen to people's, you know, thoughts on how it was working with these people. Like, the only way I found out that like Bill Murray was like a bad guy is I'm pretty sure I heard Seth Green, also not a very good guy, but I would say arguably somewhat better than Bill Murray. But Seth Green from like Family Guy, Austin Powers, live action Scooby Doo movie.
Was he in that?
Yeah, he dated Velma. Remember?
Oh yeah,
That's who she got
yeah.
all dressed up in all the latex.
Yeah,
and, like,
no, I remember that. Yeah,
it like changed my brain chemistry when it came on screen. Yeah, like I had neurons activated and I'm like, what is this? Like I should not have had access to that movie, man. But I did. And Seth Green in that movie too. He was a little handsome feller. I don't know. Seth Green just in general, I feel like he always has fun stories to share from like the acting world because he wasn't like a necessarily big actor, but he did have like major credits. So hearing him talk about how the first time he was in a room with Bill Murray or whatever, and he was like trying to ask for some sort of like guidance on something, Bill Murray like picked him up and put him in a trash can, I think is what he said. Like, it was. I gotta look it up now because I gotta figure out if it's truly him or if it's someone else. Bill Murray trash can. Yeah, he picked me up by my ankles. He dangled me over a trash can, and he was like, "The trash goes in the trash can," and I was screaming and screaming. Kind of funny, actually. Now that I think about it, Bill Murray might just be goated, actually. Oh, and it was when he was 9 years old, so maybe not so goated. That's something we should put on the wheel. Childhood actors. Or just child actors. Like, talking about how, like, most child actors either make it or they fumble hard. Like, Macaulay Culkin, he was doing really bad until he married Brenda Song. And now he's back into acting and doing shit again. He's in the new Fallout show. Mm-hmm. For, like, a split second, but he was in it. Same with Camille Namjani, but I think that's coded.
Yeah.
You may continue, though. I feel like we've been rambling on about this for a while. And it stemmed from Sebastian Stan. You're talking about Bruno Mars. What about Bruno Mars?
Bruno Mars not only released a new single, he is releasing a new album in February, I believe on the 27th. But this is his first album in 10 years, I believe.
Really?
Yeah. Let's see. Yes, his last album release was 24 Karat Magic back in 2016.
Wow.
So, obviously...
I didn't realize it's been that long.
He's had a couple, I think, not duos, but like features on songs.
Yeah, he did that one, Die With a Smile with Lady Gaga.
Yeah, and he did APT.
24 Karat Magic.
Yeah, he did do 24 Karat Magic. But yeah, that's some new music.
Yeah. So if you're a Martian,
yeah,
that's what he should. That's what you should call his fans. Martians.
I thought you were gonna say his like next album should be The Martian or something.
That works too, I guess. I don't know. I was just throwing out ideas. You know, I'm no modern day god, but you know. It'd be cool, maybe. Who knows? I'm just throwing out ideas. Don't me. I'm saying because his last name is Mars.
Yeah.
So we'd be Martians if we're fans of him, theoretically. Expeditiously.
Don't say that.
I already did, so I fear that we're really losing the plot here.
Yeah, my music. We officially got the new album from On Company Time, OCT, with hit songs like Half Horse, Half Man.
Yeah.
Dim Sum Paradise.
'Cause I'm a half horse.
We got Pop Pop, Don't Touch My Clogs. And I'm looking at this. They got 3 features. I don't know, do you know who Morgan J is?
Yes.
They have a feature with Morgan J.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, it makes sense. He's a comedian. So.
But the 2 other features are on their intro and outro. I don't think you know who this is, but have you heard of Gary V?
It sounds familiar. You will have to learn me.
Okay. He's this, like, motivational entrepreneur guy. I like a lot of his stuff. He does, like, media advertisement. He has a media advertisement business. So.
Okay.
He's, like, huge in the marketing and business world.
Yeah.
But he's, like, this up-energy, like, high-energy guy that, like, does all kinds of things. He talks a lot. He does podcasts. But he's this very, like, down-to-earth, like, high-energy, optimistic guy who's, like, all kinds of, like, motivation, entrepreneurial stuff.
Okay.
I was just surprised they got a feature with him. I think that's awesome. It was just one of those things where you're like, I did not expect this. It's one of those things where you're like, this was left field. I did not expect this.
You know, that's cool. I mean, obviously I'm unaware of his stuff because I'm not in the same, like, you know, wavelength that you are with that sort of thing. Mm-hmm. But that's really cool. Now, if you told me that they had, like, Brennan Lee Mulligan on or something, then I'd be like, oh, yeah, I love me some BLM. Speaking of Brennan Lee Mulligan, do you watch anything, like, from Dropout or anything like that?
I watch clips of game changers every now and then.
Okay. Are you aware of the Dropout show called VIP, Very Important People?
I'd have to. Yeah, I'm aware of it. I haven't seen
Like-
much of it, but I do.
Okay.
Like, I did see like the. What is it? Like, I think the trailers for it when it first started to, like, take off.
So is essentially God. This sucks. Hold on one second. I'm having a mental breakdown over this Rubik's Cube. VIP is essentially like they take on up to two people, 1 to 2 people, and do like a shit ton of cosmetics on them, and then they have like a small amount of time to create a character, so it's very improv based, and then you essentially go on the show, and it's like a semi-scripted like improv like interview show.
Mm-hmm.
Interviewing very important people. And the most recent episode was Brendan Lee Mulligan and Jacob Wysocki, and they're like big babies. And they took on the names of Ollie and Archimedes, and one's like, they're both British for some reason, and they are the most horrendous looking things I've ever seen. Like, if you just look up newest episode of VIP, you'll see what I mean, most likely.
Yeah.
Where they're just huge babies, and they look terrifying. Very funny. It was a very funny episode. Highly suggest watching it. Dropout is super good, very cheap, and you can pay more if you want to. They give you that option. You get literally nothing in return, but so many people asked to be able to pay more because of the quality of the content that they're getting. They added it, but you get literally no benefits. And it makes sure to tell you that. Also, the owner of the company has come out and said that he insists that you share your password and everything with your friends so that more people can enjoy the content. And I think that is the best business decision anyone has ever made because they're making record profits.
Mm-hmm.
That is so gas. So gas. But yeah, Dropout TV. This is a full free sponsor. You don't have to pay me anything.
You can if you want to, but you don't have to. You
can if you want to, Sam Reich, not Sam Yu. Sam Reich is the owner of Dropout.
From one Sam to another.
Yeah, from one Sam to another, and one Matt to... I don't think there's any Matts in your lineup. From one Matt to a Brendan Lee Mulligan, go watch Dropout. Anyways, yeah, no, so that's quite interesting. I don't know what drove me to think of that from what you said, but I just thought of it. So we only have fun here. So.
Yeah, only fun. F-U-O-N.
Fun.
Fun.
Alright, we should continue.
Yeah. Last piece of news on my end. Taco Bell, again, has a new volcanic menu with their returning volcano sauce. I think it was lava sauce before, but it's volcano sauce now. It's like it's supposed to be this like cheesy, spicy sauce. I didn't really taste too much cheese, but I did taste I tried the volcano sauce, and I also tried the volcano quesarito. Been pretty big on the quesaritos lately.
I also enjoy the quesaritos, but I can't eat them if I get anything else.
That's fair.
There's so much food there. Like, I always overcompensate when I go to Taco Bell, because I used to be able to pound like 8 tacos. Not anymore. I don't know what it is with their food. I just can't. So if I'm getting Taco Bell, I'm at least getting the Fiesta potatoes with no sour cream. Don't at me. I hate sour cream. But I get the Fiesta potatoes, I get at least 3 cheesy roll-ups, and then a quesarito. And then usually I get about halfway through the quesarito before I'm like, I can't. But I hate the way that they make the food. Because it's like all the cheese and gunk is at the bottom. So I'm like eating I'm just eating rice and some meat at the top.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
I did notice that.
And then it's just like at the bottom, it's just like a cesspool of cheese and like dry rice, and I'm like, I can't eat this. It's disgusting. McDonald's has the same problem too with their snack wraps. All the ranch settles at the bottom for some reason. It's like when they're laying out the tortilla, they just at the bottom of the thing and then fold it up. Make a line. Make a line. I worked at McDonald's. I know how that works. I know how that works. You're doing it wrong. But maybe I am wrong. Maybe I just don't know how to make a quesarito. Sue me, you know.
Maybe. I mean, all the quesaritos I've had so far were pretty good.
The first one I had was amazing. It's just like, have you had a classic stacker from Taco Bell? I used to do just classic stackers, like one or two of those, and like that's it. And it was like on the second one, it was like I was having a rough time, you know? Funny enough, I can't really eat that much anymore. My stomach has shrunken down a little bit ever since I lost weight. But like the classic stackers, like they have like the crispy gross edge from the tortilla being old, especially if you get it like late at night, and then all the meat just settles in the pooch at the bottom, and it's disgusting. Oh God. I'm only gonna be able to eat like Doritos Locos Tacos from Taco Bell now, and it doesn't help that they're like one of the more expensive tacos that they have.
Yeah.
It pisses me off. It pisses me right off. Anywho.
Yeah, anywho.
You may continue.
Yeah, the volcano sauce was pretty good. It's, especially in the quesarito, it's good, but I like the original quesarito better, just because I like the chipotle sauce a little bit better than the volcano sauce. But I think you should definitely at least try the volcano sauce if you like that kind of heat. It's not overly hot, but it does linger in like the back of your throat and on your tongue, so... Hey, yo, you can definitely, like Matt's thinking, you can definitely feel it in your throat and on your tongue.
Hey man, you're the one who's throwing out these weird statements, alright? It's not my fault. This is your doing. You got some weird thoughts, man. Man, I don't even I don't even like it that way, man. That's weird. Pause. Yeah, no.
Yeah.
I think it's funny that Taco Bell is trying to like rebuild itself from nothing.
That's because they keep taking things away.
Yeah, I mean, like if they would just simply continue to keep their, big ticket items instead of like shipping them off and then bringing back nacho fries. Has it ever left?
I don't know.
Has it ever truly left? Because I keep seeing the nacho fries are back. You need to go to get some nacho fries. They've never been off the menu every time I've been.
When I ordered them today, they also said limited time. So I was
in what country are they limited time? That's my question. Because genuinely, I think that nacho fries have been in their repertoire for the past year, and I feel like I've seen so many like advertisements saying they're back, and I'm like, yeah. How long are you gonna say they're back until we know? Listen, like I ain't new to this. I've been at Taco Bell, dog. I've been through the trenches, man, and I know for a fact that a large nacho fry costs like $5.
Mine was like, the large was $3.50 and the regular was $2.50.
I was mainly joking, but either way.
Oh, okay.
The fact that you hit me with receipts, bro, is
I'm not reading receipts. That was pure memory, pure mind power.
That's what I'm saying.
Bro.
That's mental receipts. You're hitting me with receipts that I don't possess. It's ridiculous. And to think, I have a podcast with you. Tisk, tisk.
This guy.
He would sell his soul to me in an instant.
I'd sell my soul for a
quesarito.
Yeah.
With the cheese spread evenly. Trust me, I would too. What is I know you're a Christian, so it's probably blasphemous to answer this, but what theoretically would you sell your soul for? Like, one thing that would make you go, okay, this is definitely worth it to, I don't know, damn myself to eternal suffering or whatever. Is there anything that you could possibly want? Asking for a friend.
If I'm like wanting, we're talking about like wanting someone, like greedishly, right?
Not wanting someone. I mean, if it is
like
someone
or like something greedishly.
Yeah. If you're succumbing to greed, one of the 7 deadly sins.
Well, I was thinking like, are you talking like would I sell my soul to, like, save my sibling from drowning? Yeah, definitely. But, like,
Yeah, okay. That's like a cop out though. I'm saying like
yeah,
something like
like something
something that
absolutely ridiculous that, like, I want.
yeah, yeah. Because I know that you'll spend $400 on a Mjolnir hammer.
Yeah, I
Where
need
is
to.
that, by the way?
I think that's in the garage. I don't think.
Oh my god.
I need to go get that. Look, it's in my closet.
Biggest waste of money I've ever seen.
Yeah, but it's cool though. It's
It
cool
is
though.
cool. It is cool.
And I
Do
don't think
not
it
get
was
me wrong.
400. I think it was 300 or 350 maybe. I don't know.
Hey man,
It could have
you
been
may think
400.
that makes
I
it
don't know.
sound better. It does not. It truly does not make your case any better.
What would I what would I sell my soul for?
Sam's mom, if you're watching this by any chance, it's my fault that he's answering this question.
Let's see. What would I greedishly sell my soul for?
You have to put in greedishly or else you will be eternally damned. In this hypothetical that one of my good friends has given me to greedishly Lord art in heaven, you are divine. If I were faced with the theoretical of greedishly succumbing to my own wants, what should I do it for if I had the chance?
Let's see.
Like, it has to be, like, worth a soul, you know?
Yeah.
Because, like, people be selling their soul for, like, the dumbest, like,
Yeah.
yeah, can I play a fiddle real good?
I was at first I was thinking like food or something, and then I got to thinking and I'm like, no, it's got to be something like actually good. And then I'm thinking like it's got to be something like that a famous person owned or something,
Yeah,
like one
can
of
I
those
get free hibachi for the rest of my life?
one of those things someone I don't know if you watch the show Pawn Stars, but one of those things where like someone walks in on and it's like, yeah, this is Abraham Lincoln's head with the bullet still inside of it.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm hoping to get
No,
5 grand out of it.
I'm hoping to essentially get, the souls of the damned promised to me for this.
Ooh.
And then
Ooh.
and then Rick from Pawn Stars goes, yeah, the best I could do after getting my Abraham Lincoln skull bullet guy, the best I could do is probably like 1,000. And then you go, this is literally a priceless artifact. This is literally a priceless artifact that is, probably as soon as you buy it, you will be like hunted down. And then Rick goes, yeah, but like,
But I gotta
will I
turn
be
a
able to
profit
sell
on
in
it,
the future? Yeah.
It's gonna be sitting in my shop for a couple months.
Yeah, before I end up getting assassinated. Yeah, like, I need to turn a profit on this. Rick, I don't think you understand. I don't think you understand, Rick.
But for real
You
though,
think you know the rules?
I think for me it would have to be some sort of super suit, like superhero suit, like prop suit or something.
Really?
Yeah,
That's an interesting take.
I'm trying to think of just one specifically. If there was one I would want.
Like the Tobey Maguire suit?
Yeah, like
Of which James Gunn still owes us that.
yeah. By the way, James Gunn.
Sorry, I forgot to tell you, I made you indebted to us via prop suit.
James Gunn, I will sell my soul to the devil for a authentically
A good Supergirl movie.
for not even that, just the suit. I just need
Just the suit?
send me a suit. I'll send you my proportions. Send me a suit of some kind. It doesn't matter whose super suit it is. Just send me a suit that looks great that I can fit in.
Send you my proportion. He's gonna send you the polka dot man suit, man. That's all you're gonna get.
Turns out
God,
I'm actually the
polka dot
live action condiment king. Sorry guys. I forgot to
Dude, no,
I just
you're
couldn't
the
keep
live
it in.
action big wheel.
I just
Live action
couldn't
big wheel win.
hold myself to the contract. Couldn't hold
The
myself
NDA,
to the NBA.
You are now going to be hunted for sport.
Hmm.
The NDA has been breached. You are now liable for any damages to any property owned by the Gun Corp.
But what would you sell your soul for?
And I don't know, a pack of Newports. No. So, probably like, I'd probably sell my soul for a genuine gift that could give me money, right? So like, instead of like fiddling or whatever, I'd probably ask to be like the most like charismatic person. So I'm like super like uncancelable because everybody loves me. And then I could just go on TV and say whatever I want. And then there's no repercussions.
Okay, okay. It sounds like you're selling your soul to become the devil.
No.
That's
I
like,
would ask to be a goat. Not the goat, but a goat at that point.
oh, you're.
If I wanted to be the devil, I'm the devil from the Bible.
That says the Bible.
That says the Bible. You dare question the mighty words of G. Hems? Or whatever he says? I don't even know. I'm gonna be so dead at.
Something like that.
It's like you dare question the words of the mighty Johnny or something like that.
Yeah. Mighty G or something.
The mighty Jim? Yeah, Jim Parsons, actually.
Bazinga.
Bazinga!
But yeah, Matt, do you have any news topics you want to talk about?
I feel like I did. Here's my news. I did it.
He did
I
it.
actually did it.
Ladies and gentlemen, he did it.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him. News that isn't depressing.
I mean, it can be if it
This is actually really depressing. There was something I wanted to talk about. It is official. We will not be getting a Blade movie in the near future.
Yeah, I saw
That
that.
got canceled.
Yeah.
And we're not getting Moon Knight
Nope.
anytime soon, at least not until after Secret Wars. We're not
Yeah.
getting any more Moon Knight content until after Secret Wars.
We are still supposed to be getting Blade and the Black Knight. Shout out to Kit Harington in Eternals. He's supposed to
But
be.
I heard that the Blade movie was canceled and that they just scrapped Mahershala.
I heard that it was canceled, but we were supposed to be getting a Midnight Suns like series.
Yeah, but no Moon Knight.
Yeah, I don't know what to tell you.
If they go through with it, this will be the worst adaptation of Midnight Suns.
Could be.
The only redeeming quality is if they somehow introduce any of the other characters.
Yeah, that's the thing though.
Ghost Rider.
If they're gonna do a Midnight Suns, they're gonna have to do like the origin stories in the Midnight Suns like TV show as well. And they don't have the
They don't have the characters for it yet.
Yeah, they don't have the characters one, and they don't have like I don't want to say understanding, but it's not the best idea to follow through with, I guess is what I'm trying to say.
At least not right now. There's nothing that happened as of recent to any of these like, street level heroes yet. Nothing has happened to them yet. Like, whereas we had a good reason to have the Defenders when we did. Like, if you followed, like, the story of the shows, like, it made sense as to why the Defenders happened. As to why they didn't make more than one season, I'm unsure. But we could be heading towards, like we've talked about numerous times, we could be heading towards a Defenders reboot, and I'm really here for it. I just hope that they don't fumble Luke Cage again. Because I feel like, obviously I enjoyed the show, it's just like, they did nothing with him after Defenders. Aside from Luke Cage Season 2, but like, there was only 2 seasons. We're on Daredevil Born Again Season 2 now. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I know that Daredevil is a way more notarized character and like, more critically acclaimed. But like, Luke Cage Power Man is awesome. Same thing with the Iron Fist. Like,
I don't know if this has something to do with the release of characters, but I read something, I think it was a while ago, it was saying that the reason Netflix originally canceled everything in, like, that order was because they had to wait a certain amount of years before, like, Disney had to wait a certain amount of years before they could use the character again. And so that's why when Daredevil was the initial thing canceled, it took like that many amount of years before we even got a notice of like Daredevil coming
Born Again.
back. Yeah. So
I gotcha.
they could bring I know they're bringing Jessica Jones back, but it's very likely they could bring Luke Cage and Iron Fist back. It just depends on how long we have to wait to see them too. So
I would even like the newer Iron Fist, the one in Marvel Rivals, newest Iron Fist, Lin Lee. He's cool. He is God. All I can do is go on the fandom. That's stupid. Can we not? Can we not? He was a young man who lived in Shanghai, China, and was born in the year of the tiger. His father gave him a mysterious sword and left with his brother for Quan Fengo, never to be seen again. 1 year later, received a mysterious package which contained a puzzle box.
The puzzle
reminds
box.
me of like, kind of reminds me of like Hellraiser Cenobites. After solving the puzzle, which revealed a red orb, Lee was attacked the delivery man, who transformed him into a demon, but was saved when the sword moved on its own to attack the demon, and by the arrival of Ji Shuangshuang. When Li demanded answers, Shuangshuang stabbed him with the sword, which gave him a vision of the Huaxia defeating Shiyu in 3000 BC, and revealed that the sword was the sword of Fuxi. There's a lot of... I'm probably butchering a lot of these pronunciations, because I'm obviously not Chinese, and I don't know how to speak Chinese, but he's very cool. He was introduced in 2018, it would seem.
Okay.
And of course, this is the version of Iron Fist that they have in Marvel Rivals, but they do have a Danny Rand skin. I do love the Danny Rand skin. But, yeah, no, New Age Defenders would be awesome. It would be cool if they added, like, a cool, like, name onto it, like they did Daredevil Born Again. They should do...
I was gonna say, you should just do that, like, New Age Defenders.
Yeah.
That sounds
New
really
Age
cool.
Defenders, or just, like... If they slowly reissue the shows, you know, Jessica Jones, they should just name it like Jessica Jones Super PI or something, you know, like...
Not
just
that
like,
one, not that one.
Yeah, no. I'm just throwing out ideas.
Yeah.
Okay?
I
But,
like New Age Defenders. That's actually a really good... I think that would be a really cool title.
Correct. And then also, like, for Luke Cage, you could have, like, Luke Cage : Power Man or something like that. You know, just like... And then Iron Fist Battle for Shou Lao or something, you know, like...
Yeah.
Or you know, Kunlun Defender. You know, just some shit like that. Kind of like Daredevil Born Again, you know? Like, give us the reason we're getting a reboot.
Yeah.
You know, like, give us a look into what's making these characters come back, and then it'll all tie together, and then we'll get New Age Defenders, you know? So, just my idea. But yeah, no Mahershala Ali Blade, at least in the foreseeable future. But I think that this gives a good, like, blank slate, you know? If they do choose to do, like, all the Blade and Midnight Sun stuff after Secret Wars, which I hope they do, you know, especially if they're planning on doing a soft reboot.
Yeah.
This could allow them to recast Moon Knight. I'm so sad that Oscar Isaac doesn't want to work with them, but I understand at the same time. But this will give us like a new possibility with Moon Knight, especially since they were gonna go. What route did you think they were gonna go with Moon Knight?
Moon Knight. I was hoping they were
like the second fist of Khonshu.
Yeah, the second fist in season 2
with Dr. Badir.
Yeah.
Or whatever. Yeah, I mean,
with either. What was it, Shadow Knight or Full Moon, was it? The Moon something?
Hunter's Moon?
Hunter's Moon, that's what it was.
Yeah, so I'm actually a little bit further with my Moon Knight stuff. I'm in 2023 right now, actually, so I'm only a few years off, and there's only so much. Like, I just finished up Miss Marvel and Moon Knight, like, it was a 30-page book. That was pretty interesting. But I think Moon Knight needs to be portrayed at least by one guy, but, like, the VFX need to make his different split personalities look different. Because even in the, like, the panels, sometimes, like, Jake Lockley versus, you know, Stephen Grant versus Mark Spector, they all look different, but it's obviously the same guy. He's he has different personalities that reflect how he looks. So, like, Jake Lockley has a fake mustache, and, like... Or he grows out his mustache and, you know, shaves his beard, and then when he's Mark Spector, he has, like, the fucking, you know, the stubble, and he's, like, all just slack-eyed, I'm gonna you, and then Stephen Grant, you know, billionaire filmmaker, amazing. And they need to reflect that better than what they had in the Moon Knight show. And then they need to introduce live-action Tigra right now.
Yeah.
Now we're cooking. Yeah. Well, Sam, if you got no more news, I have no more news that I can think of right now, and trust me, if I think of something, I will interrupt what we're talking about to tell you. So, you have my promise there. Do you want to get into our topic?
Yeah. Let's visit the underworld, shall we?
I got friends on the other side. Sorry, that seemed way cooler in my head.
No, it was cool. Interesting
It was super
sidebar.
cool.
What's his name? Keith, not Keith Smith. That's a totally different person. This one. Keith David. Keith
Yeah.
David. Phenomenal voice actor and actor, by the way. He does phenomenal work and has such an iconic voice.
Yeah. No, for sure. Did you have something to say about Keith David other than that, or?
Nope, that was all I had to say about Keith David.
Okay.
Anyways,
The way you said sidebar made me think that you had something about Keith David.
nope, just saying he's a really phenomenal
Is
actor.
Keith David like holding a gun to your head right now or something?
He's
Okay.
no, he's I'm just giving him a quick shout out.
Word. Because, yeah, the people that we reach don't know who Keith David is. You know what? While we're at it, Paul Rudd. Pretty good actor. I give him a shout out. Pretty
Yeah.
He's like pretty underground.
Yeah.
Not really in a lot of stuff.
He does have a team up
Critically
coming up
acclaimed.
in the future. In Avengers Doomsday, he's supposed to be teaming up with Marty Supreme, actually. And
What?
they're supposed to be going head to toe.
What even is Marty Supreme about?
I don't know, man. Ping pong?
Yeah, it's a
Table
ping pong
tennis?
movie.
Yeah, it's...
Don't say table tennis. It's ping pong. It's ping pong. They want you to think it's better than what it is. It's ping pong. Hit Atari game Pong, named after Ping Pong, Marty Supreme.
yeah.
And he goes, "Do you have that magazine? Page 9." And then flips to him. He's like, "Yeah, that's me." She's like, "Whoa, really? Have you seen that scene?" Oh, then I'm just spouting nonsense to you.
I haven't seen... The only thing I know about the movie is it is...
Ping pong.
Yeah, and Timothy Chalamet. And I've seen the opening sequence. I don't know if you have.
Wait, I have not.
Okay, so it starts out, he's inside swimming swimming and winning, not winning the race, but he's swimming in the race. And let's just say he wins the race by finding the egg, and then that turns into a white ping pong ball.
So, he's a sperm. Does it have Timothy Chalamet's face on it?
Nope. He's just
So
a
it's just a sperm.
Yep, they're swimming in the race. They get to the egg. He gets into the egg, and the egg
And then
turns into
The
a...
fertilization of the egg turns into a ping pong ball.
Yes.
Okay. I mean, is it like a dramedy? Is it like a drama comedy or something?
I don't know what this movie is. It's
Because it makes me think that it's like supposed to
It's-
be.
a sport drama.
That's a reach.
I've heard it was very much like Uncut Gems with Adam Sandler in it.
Okay.
One of those things where like you're constantly like the character is like constantly moving or something, like going hardcore to like pursue his dreams or whatnot. But
You know what's really funny? The fact that Wolf of Wall Street is technically a comedy movie. When the entirety of the time that I watched Wolf of Wall Street the first time, like, it was mainly just like egregious things happening, and then it's just Leonardo DiCaprio on drugs. Like, it was a very sad movie.
yeah,
Like,
but
how-
it is kind of funny when you think about
a
it.
little bit. Like, Jonah Hill is funny in that movie, I guess.
You gotta
But like
I don't know when you like what age you were when you watched it.
probably 16, 17 years old.
Okay. Watch it again. I watched it in college. I think I was maybe like 19 or 20. I might have been 19.
Sam, that wasn't that many years ago. You know that, right?
Yeah, but
Are you saying that when you watched it in college, you had a different like aspect of it than watching it now?
no, I guess what I'm trying to say is when you like
When you live in the real world?
no, when you're in that like Because you were, like, what, in high school when you watched it?
Yeah, roughly.
Yeah, so I'm saying, like, watch it, like, right as you're, like, the young adult who, like, you're not watching the movie to, like, watch, like, this, stand-up routine or, it's not like an Adam Sandler funny. It's like okay, what the is happening kind of funny, you know?
Like, so, like, The Hangover? Because I think The Hangover isn't really, like, a funny movie either.
No, The Hangover is hilarious. I don't know what you're talking about.
Maybe I just need to rewatch them.
Yeah, I think you need to rewatch The Hangover and also The Wolf of Wall Street.
Okay, sounds good. I'll do that.
Yeah, but yeah, two hilarious movies, in my opinion.
What is your least favorite Hangover? Part 1, Part 2, or Part 3?
I'm trying to think, which one was Part 2? So Part 2 was when they did all of this. Which one was Part 3? See, the first one's a classic.
I might have only seen one of them now that I think about it.
So this one is the third one.
I think, yeah, I might have only seen Part 1 then. Now that I'm looking at it, that's my bad. I think I've only seen 1.5 of these movies.
No, that's fair. I think the weakest... It definitely gets weaker as they go on. The third one is kind of weird. The plot of the third one... Isn't the plot of the third one, like, just do it again?
I don't know. Like I said, I've watched 1.5. You know, it was a really good movie that I saw in theaters? Forever. This was awesome. Sam, we can get back to The Hangover at any point. We need to get on to Hades.
Yeah, we'll talk about The Hangover maybe in a later episode, but
Maybe.
just to put
it on the wheel.
Just to put an answer on it, I think number 3 or number 2 is my least favorite.
Fair enough.
Depends. I need to watch them again. But yeah, Hades. We're back talking about Hades again. I have the game. It's a super fun game. For those of you that don't know, Hades is a Greek mythology-based roguelite. You play as the character Zagrius, who is the prince of the underworld. Hades is the god of the underworld. You are Hades' son, and you are tasked with... Well, I don't know what tasked with, but the objective of the game is to get out of the underworld and get to Olympus. There is a story to the game. I don't know if you feel like I should spoil some of it for you, or...
It's a roguelike. You know, I know that you're, like, trying to find out who your mom is or something, or
Yeah.
you know that your mom is...
Yeah, so we'll just leave it at that, because that's kind of like a major plot point, but you find out someone's your mom, and you're trying to find her. Basically, the goal is to make your way from the underworld to the top of Olympus. There's Greek gods, Greek mythology, Greek mythological weapons. A real fun game for Greek mythology people, and a real fun game for people who like roguelite dungeon crawlers. I know we talked a little bit earlier in the episode about it kind of being like a bullet. It is understandable since it's like a top-down roguelite that is a dungeon crawler with enemies coming from different angles. Obviously, the controls, you have a dash button, a attack button, and a special button, along with another button that allows you to perform a cast action. That's more of just like a cast option, we'll call it for now. You can upgrade it with different tools, but yeah, you have the cast button. But yeah, it's pretty simple. Like we said earlier, it's kind of a bullet kind of a game, so if you're not too keen on being attacked from most, if not all angles, you could probably sit this one out.
You could probably just, I don't know, go off, I guess.
Yeah, you can go play chess with yourself.
Yeah, just go eat and die. Yeah, I mean, like Sam said, I have not played this game personally. I've watched a little bit of gameplay. Sam has a bit more, like, hands-on knowledge, it would seem. He owns the game, he's played the game, he's done it. He's a gamer. Gaymer. What do you think, like, what is your playstyle when hitting this? Like, do you try everything, or, like, is there, like, a go-to, like, run that you try? Like, because I know you can choose, like, a weapon, a starter weapon or whatever.
They do have different
weapons
you can choose from. I think, if I remember correctly, I think you have to unlock them. Yes, you do have to unlock them. And then, once you get them unlocked, you can actually upgrade them further with a certain resource in the game. But My strategy? It depends. My strategy has definitely changed over time. Because originally, like, with the first, like, two weapons, the first two weapons are, like, a sword, and I think it's, like, a sword and a bow and arrow, I want to say. And they're, like, two completely different play styles, which is... It threw me off at first, because I'm like, okay, I have the sword, you know, it's close combat, like, up like melee combat, and then you've got like the dash. You kind of dash in, attack, dash out, and then you've got your like not melee, your ranged attack with the cast, and then the bow is completely different. There is no like melee attacks or anything. You fire either a single arrow or you fire a burst of I think 3 arrows. So two completely different play styles. Each weapon has a different play style. For me, I really like the gauntlets and I think the gun, I'd say. I think those are the two... What?
That was going to be a follow-up question. Is there a gun?
Yeah, there is a gun you do get. The weapons you get a sword, you get a bow and arrow, you get a spear, you get a shield, you get 2 like fists, and then you get like a railgun with like a certain amount of ammo, and you can like for the railgun you can either do like single shots like do 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 do, or you can do like a charged what's it called, like I'm blanking on it, I guess like missile that like shoots up into the air into like explodes in like an area,
like a mortar.
Yeah, or like a mortar shot.
Okay.
And then yeah, those are like 2 of the different things you get. But so far I really like the fists. The fists are a lot of fun, and the railgun is a lot of fun. There are some really cool moves you can do with certain weapons. Like the spear, you can like throw it, and then you can either like summon the spear back to you, or you can charge toward the spear. And then with the shield, you can also do like the classic Captain America, where you like throw the shield and it bounces between different enemies.
Yeah. What do you think is like the hardest weapon to use?
For me, it's the bow. It's really annoying. Your basic attack is like a charged arrow. You can't like just hit the button and it fires. You have to like charge it at least a little bit, and that's like just a single shot arrow that you have to aim. And then your special attack is like a quick burst of like I think 3 arrows that like span in like a radius, but like an area in front of you. And that also...
Is it like a volley?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's only like 3 arrows though, so it's a quick like doo-doo-doo. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that has a longer cooldown than your basic attack. So basically, your options are to like at a medium pace fire like a medium attack, or at a slow pace fire like a charged attack.
Okay.
And especially in like a bullet rogue like this, it's hard to play that slow kind of aiming style for me. So I think the bow is definitely my least favorite weapon.
That's fair. That's fair. What kind of boons do you like getting?
So I'm currently working on I finished the Zeus artifact, and I'm working on the Poseidon artifact, or talisman, or whatever they're called.
Is it a palm? I saw that when I was looking up stuff.
Let's see, what is it called? It's called... Where's like the basic stuff? Characters, trailer, gallery, see also. I don't know, let's go to...
What the I finished my Pepsi Zero Wild Cherry. Oh, there it is. That scared me. I'm like, I don't know where the can is. Did I finish it?
Keepsakes. That's what they're called. It's like a little item you equip to gain like a bonus through your run. So the Zeus one gives you a higher chance at getting a rare like boon from Zeus, and then there's also ones that give you either more health, more money, or there is a god of chaos that rules like the chaos world. Stop, what are you doing? Maybe? Yeah, chaos. It's like a negative status effect for like 3 chambers, and then you get like a reward from it. There's one where when you enter her portal, you don't take any damage, because normally when you enter that portal, it like takes like a certain amount of damage from your health just to enter there. So there's one that negates that damage. But yeah, I'm currently working. I got the Zeus keepsake done. I'm working on the Poseidon keepsake. As far as boons, I really like Zeus boons. Poseidon boons are good. Demeter boons are always a classic. She's the goddess of, I think, seasons, as they put in the game. So she has a bunch of like ice attacks, which are really good.
I heard that, pairing boons with, other gods, like, can make even cooler happen. Like Zeus and Aphrodite and stuff like that.
Maybe. I don't know. Maybe I just haven't noticed it.
Or at least, like, they pair well together, I guess.
They could be. There are what's called duo boons. So once you get like certain boons, you can upgrade both of the boons and they'll like do something together. I think that might be what you're talking about.
Okay.
But yeah, you can get like duo boons to help. Let's see, another good boon is... I think another good boon is Athena. She is the goddess of wisdom and strategic warfare. Some of her boons will give like a reflect. So if like someone, like a enemy attacks you, you can like swing your weapon and it'll reflect the attack back at them and do damage like back at them. And you won't take any damage, which is nice. Or it'll still hit you, but it'll reflect off of you after you take the damage and still like try to attack them. So Athena has some really good boons too.
Does that act more as like a thorns type scenario?
Sometimes. It's basically like a mirror most of the time, where it'll either like affect you and then bounce off of you, or you can just like deflect it completely with like your weapon, or sometimes you can do it with your dash. So if you dash into the attack, it'll reflect it away.
Okay.
But yeah.
What are some of the harder bosses that you think, like, that you absolutely despise?
Well, I'm not all the way through the game.
Have you made it up? Like, out?
I am currently out of the underworld, but I am, like, just at the start of exiting the underworld. I'm actually fighting Hades himself. But, I mean, so far the bosses are pretty decent. It's weird, because it's set up in a way where, like, you go through a certain amount of chambers at the start, and then you hit the first boss, and then you'll go through even more chambers in the second run, and then you'll hit the second boss, and then you go through even more chambers, and then you'll hit the third boss. And of course, this is a roguelite, so you have, like, upgrades you get to keep. You get either more lives eventually, or your, like, status conditions do more things. You have an increased chance to get a better boon or something like that. But I think the harder... Obviously, as you go on, the bosses get harder, and I think certain weapons are better against certain bosses. So I think your weapon choice and basically just how you play the game depends on like how tough a boss is going to be. There aren't any really necessarily that I'd say are like super tough or super annoying. For me, it's just a matter of like not panicking. So like once I get like a boss to like a certain amount of health, I'll be like kind of panic in my head, and I'll be like, okay, just this little more damage and I'll beat him. And then, you're like that close to beating the boss and you're like, I just died. There goes another 2 hours that I just spent on another run in a roguelite.
Hey man, that's like the whole fun of it, right?
Yeah, that is one of the things I wanted to talk about was it, like, you'll either notice how long something is taking and you'll be like, but I don't want to like just stop here, or you'll be like, man, I can't believe I'm like getting this far and it's only like, you think it's like 5 minutes but really it's been like 3 hours. So you gotta be careful with time.
We're circling back to the roguelike phenomena known as what is time.
Yeah,
I was playing Slay the Spire with one of our mutual friends, where he has way more hours than me in it, and he knows way more than I do, and I'm trying to beat the ascension system of the first character without trying any of the other ones, just because I like doing things in order, and technically to me it needs to be in order, otherwise it's not worth it. So, but I can unlock more with other characters if I play them, and then I can utilize like relics and like cards or whatever from other ones in the one that I'm doing, so technically I can make it easier theoretically. But the thing is I just like big. The first guy, his name is the Ironclad, and he does like big damage all the time. Like not a lot of card draw. He's more focused around like just doing big damage, a lot of strikes, blocks, yada yada yada. You know what I mean? And it's really fun. But I was trying to beat Ascension 5, which each Ascension level just makes your overall run harder and harder. So, like, the first couple is like, oh, elites spawn more frequently. Elites have more, they do more damage. You know, these things are a bit more deadly. And then Ascension 5 essentially says, yeah, you, instead of healing, like, basically to max health or whatever after defeating a boss, you heal less. And I have been doing the option in the start of a run to replace my starting relic, which normally gives me I think plus 5 health after each defeated enemy. So if I like lost 5 health and then I beat them, I would be back up to full. I've been replacing that relic up until this point with like a boss relic to start, which is a nerf, but like it can be good potentially because some of these boss relics are really good.
Yeah.
You know, to name a few, we got Sneko's Eye, which basically says that some happens, but you start combat confused, and confusion means that the cost of cards is randomized between 0 and 3. So potentially like a 3 cost energy, which you start with 3 energy reserves in each combat without any upgrades. You could potentially make like these 3 cost like 32, 46 damage cards cost 0 mana, and it's really good.
Yeah.
Or you get the Black Star, which says that elites drop 2 relics instead of 1, and just like all these other really good relics. It's so good. Either way, the reason I'm bringing that up is like we played for a good amount of time. I'm like, okay, we won, yay, let's go on to the next round. And I look at my phone, it's 2:30 in the morning, and I go, ooh,
yeah.
maybe not. The same thing happens though for I beat Inscription, so I unlocked the roguelike version of that. That takes forever. God, it takes forever. But it's so fun. I love it. I love it so much because I feel it's like instant dopamine. It's like,
yeah,
there it is.
I think it's
same thing with Bellagio, same thing with Clover Pit. It all just,
it's weird
so good.
because I think roguelites and roguelikes, they kind of fall into a category in my autismal brain of like they're an arcade game.
Yeah,
like
for free.
Yeah, they have levels to them. You're trying to get through the level, get through the next level, and you have upgrades. It's a basic arcade video game in my head. You can it's just a casual arcade game you play.
Yeah, but you don't have to put in a token every time.
Yeah.
What if they made like a classic arcade roguelike that like, God, I'm just thinking about it, man. Like a 2D side-scroller beat-em up that like just gets harder and harder the more you progress. Obviously like an arcade game. But then you get permanent upgrades like to the machine. Starts happening to you. Oh my God. Someone needs to hire me, dude.
The only thing I'm gonna say is I think you misunderstood me. I was talking about arcade as in like the description word. Not as like a coin-operated game, but like arcade games are known for simple mechanics, high scores, and increasing difficulty. I don't know.
Yeah.
Is
so
arcade are arcade games like a genre?
Probably. Like when I think of arcade games, I think of side-scroller beat-em-ups, or like pinball machines. Could you imagine a pinball roguelike?
That'd be interesting.
I think of like when I think of arcades, I think of the local arcade that just got implemented downtown.
Yeah.
When you go in there, it's like side-scroller beat-em-ups, like RoboCop and other like that. That's what I think of in pinball.
Okay. I don't know. Maybe I'm in the wrong, because in my mind, an arcade game is just like a classic game you play casually. Like
in my mind, arcade games are typically like simple games like you explained, but I only attribute arcade games like that to what I had stated. So like, your OG like Tekken, your OG Mortal Kombat.
Yeah.
And stuff, and then like obviously, like I'd stated, side scroller beat 'em ups. So like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the arcade game. Arcade game also has like, when I think of arcade game, I think of side scroller beat 'em ups specifically, because every time I see a new one in like the Xbox game place or whatever, I look away because it doesn't seem interesting to me. It could be interesting. It just doesn't appeal to me. The only time I really play arcade games like that is at an arcade.
That makes sense. I guess I'm more thinking of arcade as in like the definition of if you go to like a game store and you're like, "Hey, I'm looking for arcade games." Like I'm looking in the Steam store and I went to Arcade and Rhythm. And obviously some of these are like a classic game that you'd actually see in like an arcade, like Street Fighter,
Pac-Man.
yeah, Pac-Man. But then some of these are like that game, this is saying Megabonk is like an arcade game.
Oh, interesting.
They're saying that like Beat Saber is an arcade game, which it could be, but like
I mean, I'm pretty sure you can play Beat Saber at round 1.
maybe. I don't know. I'm just thinking like arcade as in like a classic casual game you would play in my mind.
Like
but
Frogger.
maybe. I'm not thinking like old school. I'm just thinking like if there's like a casual game that you play, it's like an arcade game. That's what the like arcade genre seems to mean to me for some reason.
So, would you consider like Marvel Rivals an arcade game?
Could be.
Even though it's a hero like strategy shooter?
Yeah.
Interesting. I don't know. I guess I just don't understand.
Maybe I'm like thinking of like a certain genre that I'm like mixing with arcade. And I'm thinking
Maybe.
of like a different genre entirely.
Because, like, the games you had listed when you looked up arcade makes sense. In your eyes, so a roguelike is an arcade game.
Yeah.
Because you could just mindlessly play it and it's just fun.
Mm-hmm. And I'm not like
Okay.
I'm not like stressing out too much. I'm like, I'm not like I'm just like,
Whatever, I'll just play it again. We'll see.
yeah.
We'll see what happens. Okay, I mean, I guess. Maybe you and me are just on different wavelengths with arcade, with roguelikes. Because I get stressed.
Could be. I don't.
Especially because I'm a very much like, I'm a winning. I like to win. So, like, there would be times where I was actually getting upset with Balatro just because my draws were
Oh.
or like if I was playing Clover Pit, I wasn't reaching the minimum amount that I needed to pay back my debt. I'm like, well, this is, I hate this, and I'd just start another run, and I go, yay!
I guess these are kind of arcade games. These are mostly just side scrollers, though.
Weird. It's almost like I said that. So, okay.
I don't know.
We need to get back.
This seems like an arcade
What?
game. These seems like anyways, no. We'll revisit this or something. I don't know. Arcade games are fun. Roguelikes, whatever. But yeah, back to Hades. Yeah, the game itself is really fun. It's really well done. Great graphics, great voice acting. Obviously, the game did so well that they have a second one. I have not played the second one. I have seen gameplay of it. It is a completely different story in, I guess, some relation to the first one, but
Is it visually the same?
in the same kind of top-down aspect it is. I think the art style definitely changed, because from what I've seen, the game looks like graphically very different, or like in art style very different. Yeah, so some of the character models may have changed,
Okay.
but in the same sense, it's kind of that, I don't want to say, I'll just say like animated, like still kind of top-down, like roguelite chamber style game. I think just some of the character models definitely got worked on and upgraded. Some things might be, a little bit more
Yeah.
well done, but
So, I hate to do this. I opened Instagram to see if I could, like, look up, like, any reels maybe with it or something. And the first post before you liked it on here, it says Zeb will appear in The Mandalorian and Grogu, and then it says Blork will appear in the Grungleman and Vegas.
Yeah.
That's good. I like that. But apparently Instagram is not where to go for Hades 2 stuff. I will just look it up. Images. Yeah, the art style is a bit different.
yeah.
Do you still play Zagrius?
No, like I said, it's a completely different story. The only relation is that a lot of the like same people are in it. This time though, you are working from the top down instead of the bottom up.
So you're trying to get into
Yeah,
interesting.
but it's the same kind of like, bullet roguelite dungeon crawler
I love this
aspect.
article headline. Hades 2, a sequel to the horniest game of 2020 just dropped.
Interesting.
You cannot tell me that Zagrius was not a horn dog.
I mean, the game does have some good, some pretty well-drawn characters that look very, very nice. Obviously, there's nothing graphic in it, but yeah.
Man, that chick has no clothes on. I am looking too far into this. Whoa. Whoa.
What?
Whoa. This has to be fan made. There's no cock and ball in the game, right? But yeah, so, Jesus Christ. Aphrodite is nuts. What the
She is the goddess of love, isn't she?
It would seem. It would seem. I thought that she was like the goddess of beauty and like motherhood and
Yeah, love and beauty.
Anywho, so Sam, on a scale from 1 to bricked, how bricked are you while playing Hades?
Not overly. I tend to focus more on the gameplay when it comes to roguelites and roguelikes. Obviously, this one has a story, so I do pay attention to the story, but
Clearly, we're just built different.
yeah.
Because I'd be seeing Zagrius and I go, whoa.
Whoa, daddy. I mean,
whoa, daddy.
Zaggy.
Zaggy. Oh, God. So, out of a 1 out of 10, big booms. How many big booms do you rate Hades 1?
I'm gonna give it 5 out of 5 booms. Boom. Boom.
Boom.
Boom.
Boom.
Boom.
Boom.
Boom.
You've heard it here first, folks. 5 big booms out of 5 big booms for Hades 1. What are some of its strong suits, do you think?
Some of the strong suits, like I said, it's overly a pretty simple game to learn. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 buttons you're gonna use on a controller, maybe all of them for like menus and stuff, but really it's super simple to learn, really easy to get into as like a roguelite situation, because you're getting the upgrades and you get to keep them on certain ones, and then you get more, you get to unlock different weapons to use, different keepsakes for different bonuses. The art style's really good. From what I know, the story is pretty good. Like I said, I'm still playing it, but I take a while to complete games.
Yeah, considering you play like 10 at a time.
Yeah, and the voice acting is good too. It has some pretty good voice acting in it. A really good implementation with Greek mythology. There's a lot of, like Greek mythological characters. I'll just say
Cerberus.
Beasts. Yeah, like beasts like Cerberus. The Minotaur's in there. You get the Hydra. Really cool Greek mythological things. And then
that's one of the that is one of the mythos that I don't have a book for. I like collecting mythos books. I have a Slavic mythos book.
Oh, cool.
That's pretty cool.
And then one of the other things, before I get into some more Greek mythology, bonus points to Hades for actually kind of incorporating, the roguelite scenario into, like, the story. Obviously, you play as Zagrius, the prince of the underworld, so when you die, you're just reborn, and you start again. So, there's that's kind of how they fill the plot.
It makes sense.
Yeah, it makes sense how you're like, every time you die in this run, you just come back and do it again. And then onto some Greek mythology, just because I find it really interesting. I first got into Greek mythology personally through Percy Jackson books.
Mm-hmm.
So that's where I know a lot of my Greek mythology. And then obviously I think some might be through astronomy, just because I liked astronomy as a kid. But yeah, I love Greek mythology. I think the characters are cool, the gods are cool, the stories are cool. Yeah.
How do you feel about Zeus all the time?
Yeah, that's a character choice right there. Let's just I don't know if we want to acknowledge it or not, but most of the gods of the Greek mythology are related to each other in some way, shape, or form.
Yeah, born of
Directly.
incest.
Yeah.
That they are.
Not only that, but you also throw in the fact that in like the Percy Jackson books, every once in a while the gods will go down to Earth and be like, they'll be like, "Hey, that human's kind of attractive. I'm gonna them too."
I mean,
And then
didn't Zeus turn into like a dolphin or whatever?
that part I don't remember specifically, but you know,
I'm looking it up.
there will be times where like they're like, "Yeah, I'm just gonna have another kid with this human." And then abandon my half son. So
Zeus turns into animal and fucks. Why does Zeus turn into an animal to have sex with someone? So apparently, come on Reddit, load. I'm trying to understand why he forks. So apparently he turns into animals to have sex with other people because essentially he doesn't want Hera to know that he's having affairs, so he changes his appearance. And also, humans could not look at his true form without dying from shock.
okay.
So he turns into animals in order to have sex with humans, but they are usually described in human terms. The story of Zeus and Semele is usually seen as the sort of true form, lightning, fire, or divine presence humans can't comprehend. Apollodorus, Bibliotheca, but Semele was deceived by Hera into asking her to come to her as he came to Hera during their courtship, so Zeus, unable to refuse her, arrived in her bridal chamber in a chariot with lightning flashes and thunder and sent a thunderbolt at her. She made the request of him that he come to her embraces in the same manner as in his approaches to Hera. He visited her in a way befitting a god, accompanied by thundering and lightning, revealing himself to her as he embraced her. Semele, who was pregnant and unable to endure the majesty of the divine presence, brought forth the babe untimely and was herself slain by the fire. Wow, yeah, very interesting. Okay, well, Zeus be. That's the gist of it, really.
That's the gist of it.
The jizz of it. The lines from Reddit are like ingrained into my vision. I can't not see lines right now. Anywho, we've been at this for about a couple hours. Is there any closing statements for Hades other than buy it and play it?
Yeah, buy it, play it. If you like
See how
that
you
type
like
of
it.
game. Both Hades 1 and Hades 2 are pretty similar in price point. Hades 1 is $25 and Hades 2 is $30. If you can find them cheaper elsewhere, or you can just wait for another sale to go on. And Hades usually, I know the winter sale just ended, but Hades was on sale for like $7-8, and then it usually goes on sale. I said 7-8, not 6-7. But yeah, those games usually go on sale. The first one does usually a lot, so you can wait for another sale from them, or if you want to buy the game full price, go right ahead. If you're asking me which game to start with, Hades 1 or Hades 2, that I don't really have an answer for. I haven't played Hades 2. Obviously, they're unrelated stories, so you can start with 2, fill what you can in with 1, or start with 1, fill what you can in with 2. Totally up to you.
Yeah. If you ask me, I don't know. I don't give a fuck. Do what you want.
Yeah.
I'll probably play it and then I'll give my ideas once I do. But that'll be a bit later down the line. Because my heart is full now with Slay the Spire. I started dreaming about it. Like, it's bad.
That's how you know you've been playing a little bit too much of the game, is when you start dreaming about it.
Yeah. Like, it's bad. It's really bad. Well, Sam, do you think it's about that time to spin the wheel?
The wheel.
The wheel. Why the I got Discord going crazy right now.
They got me looking so crazy right now. I'm going so crazy right now.
Look at this. It's the wheel.
The wheel. There it is.
Can you see this perfectly fine?
Yep. I can see it.
So we took out Hades or more, and put in Nothing More, the band, because we wanted to confuse you.
Yeah.
So we're gonna give it a little spinny spin. Hopefully it lands on something of mine, because we've done Sam stuff now. I feel like 3 episodes in a row.
Yeah, it's been a good run for me.
It's been a Sam slide. You like that? You like what I did there? Because it was what? It was Daredevil, and then
And then it was like the Christmas stuff.
yeah.
And then it
But
was
then
like
it was Shinedown, and
Yeah.
now Hades. So please, let's get a me in here. I would love a Gambit, or even a modern horror, or a Stranger Things, or a Luke Cage, or a Clover Pit, or old school horror, or The Walking Dead.
Come on, give us
Okay, I'm
something.
gonna spin it now. I spin it now. I'm gonna shoot myself, Sam. So we just got the amazing Digital Circus. I will have to watch that. It's luckily not too long.
It's not.
There's not as much content out for it yet, so I hopefully will be able to actually binge that and then just deal with it, and then we can talk about it in full. But yeah, if you are a person who doesn't touch grass and only watches YouTube content, you'll probably know what the amazing Digital Circus is.
Yeah.
And you will be happy to join in on the fun when we talk about it. So, yeah. Sam, now that we know that this will be the fourth week in a row that we cater to you.
Yeah.
What do you think? What do you? Where can they find you?
They can find me on Instagram or TikTok. I go by the Style Guru 52. I post men's fashion content, men's fragrance content, a little bit of in between things. I haven't been posting in between things, but I'm thinking I'm wanting to get more into some in between things. Personally, a guy like me just needs to let loose and become unhinged every once in a while.
Yeah, I'd be posting some random on the TikTok. I'm not gonna lie. I was just sitting, waiting for my partner to get out of the doctor's office when I'm like, let's talk about conformity.
But yeah,
I don't even know if you know what that is, but it
I
was
heard the
quite
theory
interesting
about
to.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, I was quite interested to see where that went, and then nothing happened, and I'm like, oh, shocker. It's almost like I knew this would happen.
Yeah.
But I wanted to offer my own insight into the situation because I feel like we could talk about that later. It doesn't matter. My name is Matt. You can find me on Twitch streaming roguelikes most of the time. Lately I've been playing Fights in Tight Spaces. It's a deck builder, kung fu fighting roguelike game. It's really fun.
Yeah.
But it's very fun. I think you would enjoy it, Sam, if you liked deck builders. It's pretty interesting. But you can find me at slothistreams, twitch.tv/slothistreams. Or you can find me on TikTok. I posted a video that's actually kind of doing some numbers right now. It's at like almost 700 views. Like, I keep thinking it's going to die off, and it doesn't. It's probably the stupidest video I've ever posted. But you can find me on there at Slothy Boy, with eyes instead of Y's. So if you're into me posting some dumb shit, or if you're into me posting interesting nerd stuff on our TikTok page at pod.1218, I think. It's either pod.1218 or pod- on Instagram and TikTok.
Yeah, it looks like.
But if you just look up pod1218, you can just find it.
Yeah, you could do pod.1218 or pod-1218. You should be able to find it pretty well.
Just look for my face most of the time.
Yeah, I popped in there one time, shared some news. I also threw a meme in there. I'll probably do a reaction meme. I'm thinking about one I might do about something I want to talk about, but it'll probably have to be later down the line because I want to finish it and then I want you to play it. So,
What is it?
it's Claire Obscure.
You want me to play it? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, if you put it into wheel, maybe I will, or maybe I won't.
Well, I want to
And
talk.
I'll just make you talk about
I
it.
want to talk about it when I want to talk about it with you. That's the
Like
thing.
when I play it.
Yeah, like either when you play it or when you're done playing it.
Problem, Sam, is there's so many games I gotta play.
Yeah, so same with me.
Yeah, but I can't do it the way you do it. I can't.
You can't switch back
would
and
get
forth
nothing
between
done.
5 games every single day.
No, I would get nothing done, Sam. I would get nothing done, and I would take in no information whatsoever.
Yeah.
I can't. So I cope by playing mass amounts of roguelikes, and I think it's rotting my brain. Genuinely. But thank you so much for watching and tuning into the 13th installation.
Yep.
The 13th installation of Pod 1218. I've been Matt, that's been Sam. We've both been gay, and you will have a great rest of your day right now. You'll have a good rest of your day.
This is a threat,
Or else.
by the way.
This is a threat.
Enjoy your
Yeah.
day, or else.
Also a threat. James Gunn, come on the podcast. Wait, Sam, we're missing something.
Okay.
Do you think that there's like room in for Morbius?
When are they coming out with a Morbius roguelike? That's what I'm talking about.
That's what I'm trying to figure out. When are we getting a Morbius reboot even?
I could also splice this in with the news because I heard today that Sony is finally open to working with like other studios for their projects. As in like, you know, Spider-Man, Venom, all these people.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently they have over 900 characters that they own the rights to that are like Marvel characters. So they need to kind of get on it.
Yeah, I'm on Green Goblin.
The Green Mind Goblin.
Yeah, where he's in room 40.
Yeah.
Room for these nuts to fit in your mouth. Have a good day, y'all.
Yeah.
Yeah, boy.